I'll explain what a wholesaler is in a moment, but if you're out there right now and you're just starting out in real estate, most of you are searching for a method to obtain your first deal. Or maybe you've already gotten your 10th or 100th deal and you're looking for your next transaction. There are numerous ways to purchase properties, one of which is to deal with real estate wholesalers or become a wholesaler yourself. Hello and welcome to Financial Fluence. In this video, I'll tell you how it is to work with other real estate wholesalers, what it is to be a wholesaler, and more importantly, what it's like to buy from wholesalers and if you should be doing that yourself. Let's now get going. What is a wholesaler? Most people who start out in wholesaling either found it on BiggerPockets, read a book, or heard about it on a podcast. A wholesaler will look for off-market real estate deals and will prioritize motivated sellers. These are people who are in default or foreclosure, have a damaged home that they cannot fix, or are not owner occupants. Whatever the reason, many sellers prefer to sell their home privately rather than through a real estate agency. A wholesaler seeks out buyers and sellers with the goal of tying up the property in a purchase and sale agreement, then assigning the property assigned contract to a buyer like you in order to profit from the deal in between. So, for example, in a property and sales agreement, they may have the property tied up for $100,000 to be able to buy it, and the deal may still be good to buy at $110,000. Then they will look for a buyer like you and will say, buy this property for $110,000 that I have tied up under contract. I look at the deal. If you put $40,000 into it, I'll sell it for $200,000. And the difference between $100,000 and $110,000 is the assignment fee paid to the wholesaler. The wholesaler earned $10,000 because they did not own the property and instead sold the contract. Number 1. How do you source your deals? You're going to have to find them one way or another. Are you going to be the wholesaler who goes door to door, makes cold calls, sends out marketing materials and mailers, and bargains with motivated sellers? Or, if you choose to merely buy the house, you must go locate others who are willing to do what you are not willing to do, such as pound the money, cold call, send advertisements, and so on. Because we're talking about wholesalers right now, consider this. Number 2, how much assignment fees should you pay? How much should you pay for assignment fees, and how much is reasonable? Real estate agents are sometimes angered when they find out that a wholesaler makes $100,000 for an assignment fee, but they are only paid 3% to sell the same property. However, how much is too much of an assignment fee? And how much should you pay as an investor when working with other wholesalers? The answer is, it depends. The best response is that what is the property's value? It must be comparable to what the profit will be on the back end, and it must be risk measured. So how much is enough again? So a simple rule of thumb when it comes to that is that the investor who's going to buy the property needs to be able to make the margin that makes it a good deal. And whatever is in between is what's fair. So if I buy a house for $20 cash on cash and a wholesaler has a property locked up and is able to raise the assignment price to meet my $20 cash on cash agreement, the wholesaler makes $25. That seems reasonable to me, but what if I get it unexpectedly? If I buy it for $20 and you offer me a deal for $15 cash on cash with a 50% assignment charge, I won't look at it because it falls outside of my margin. Number 3, wholesalers only get one deal. The vast majority of wholesalers only secure one deal. Consider this. Who is your typical wholesaler? The ordinary wholesaler is someone who reads a book, listens to a podcast, purchases a seminar, and then goes out and does something. It's a lot of labor, and they might only earn one deal because they're doing it part-time. Very few wholesalers grow into a viable business that does multiple transactions per month. They aren't always doing this full-time, and they may be struggling to find something out there. But are you the person who will deliver the deal? For example, if a blind squirrel discovers a nut, who do they offer that nut to? Is it you? And before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Let's return to the video now. Number 4, bring value to wholesalers. Wholesalers have a short memory. Even in real estate, they will speak to the individual who has most recently spoken to them or supplied them with the most value. They want to delegate their first transaction with a contractor, whether it's their 10th or 20th, to another investor as soon as they find it. This may be your next door neighbor. What I mean is that there are various methods to add value to wholesalers, but the first step is to stay in touch with them. They want to be with other individuals who share their interests, so keep in touch with them. If you do that on a continuous basis for a wholesaler, you're delivering value because you're building relationships. In fact, experienced wholesalers prefer customers who can give them yes or no replies promptly and also close when they say they're going to close. You'll be added to what's known as a shortlist and receive greater bargains. What added value can you offer? Most wholesalers are probably just starting out and doing things to learn about real estate, but you might have a little more experience than them. Tell them that. Wholesalers, especially newer ones, will bring you their bargains because they feel obligated to do so because you have provided so much value to them. Number 5, find the right wholesalers. So, in order to find the right deal, we have to sort through a lot of wholesalers and look at a lot of bad deals. However, if you network well and are aware of your area of expertise, the ideal deal will present itself. Get over the fact that you can't say things like, I talked to one the other day and they didn't send me a deal, so wholesalers don't work. Do you have 10, 20, or 30? Do you have regular meetings with them? These are important factors to consider since, as the cliche goes, a blind squirrel finds a way. Number 6, where to find other wholesalers. So, where do you look for other wholesalers? Number 1, you can do it on Bigger Pockets, which has some excellent wholesalers. Bigger Pockets is one of the first places people go when they begin their real estate career. So, do you socialize? Do you add value to your blogs? Do you add value to forums? Do you also go to local meetups? Are you communicating with others in the neighborhood? Will you go get some coffee? Are you communicating, assisting, and adding value in order to get votes from larger pockets in order to become an authority in your area and find additional wholesalers? Do that and you will succeed. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy similar stuff, check out my other videos. And if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video.